Greetings! With this video, I will try to explain the functionalities and the strong points of this plugin. My name is Ricardo and I am the developer of Off-Grid. Off-Grid is a drum machine who works with 7 channels, and you can distinguish very easily the channels by colors. So the channel 1 has the blue color, channel 2 the green, and so on and so on. And then inside of every channel you have these small cells. So you have one cell here, another here, and so on and so on. And then inside of every cell you have these tiny squares. And what are exactly these small squares? They are not node selectors, as I have seen some people think, but actually they are sample selectors. They can change and cycle samples inside of every folder. So for instance, the cell 1 inside of the blue channel is now currently assigned to the kick folder. You can cycle different sounds of kick that are located inside of that same folder. But you can also select other types of sounds. Inside of the plugin you have 14 categories that, by right clicking in the mouse above the kick one, for example, you will see that will open a tree. And then you can select another folder, like I just selected the kick 2. And instantly the same tiny squares, which are called matrix selector, start immediately cycling another type of sounds. And in total, inside of the 14 categories, you have 448 sounds. And every piece of sound can be accessed directly from the user interface. No need to open new windows. A very wide collection of sounds that you can modify with pitch, loop, reverse, and layer. That is the main core idea of this plugin. It's a drum machine designed for layering. This is not the typical drum pad sampler where you can drag and drop samples. Off-grid is more like an encapsulated sampler. It works only with its own database samples. Samples that you can pitch, loop, reverse. There is a significant amount of things that you can do with the sampler to make it sound significantly different and adapt to a possible unique output. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to select now a kick. And if you pay attention, I am not clicking myself. I am just looping and continuously pressing the C3 button, which is assigned for the blue channel. And the kick is looping by himself. This can be useful for some layering purposes, or you can also get some interesting effects depending on your sound design needs. I am now trying to demonstrate how fast and fun this plugin can be. So I am selecting right now different folders for every cell in the blue channel. And by doing this, my goal is to achieve a wide range of sounds that can be combined or layered. And then when I press the random button, the plugin starts insanely cycling the sounds. I am not necessarily saying that you should do this all the time. I am saying that if you don't know what you want, if you don't have an idea of what type of percussive sound you want for a specific time, you can use this to try to generate a completely unique sounding layer that may give signature to a track or to a looping drum. And while this is not synthesizing but layering, it's also a very interesting way of generating new sounds, particularly if you combine different types of kicks and you pitch them and you add other percussive sounds above them. You generate an entirely new signal. It's not synthesized in a way that was calculated to achieve that sound. You combined different existing kicks to achieve an output. And this is how the plugin is meant to work. It's not a synthesizer, it's a drum layering machine. One of the reasons why I developed this plugin was because I needed something like this. I didn't develop the plugin just for the others. I developed the plugin for me. Countless times during my experience as producer, I noticed that my process when constructing drums was not entirely grabbing a synthesizer and building a drum from scratch, but simply combining different samples. This is a reality, and this is what most producers still do. They won't generate a unique sound from a synthesizer. They can do it, they have knowledge to do it, so I have as well, but it's a much longer process. And this plugin is meant to simplify that process. You can generate new drum kits really fast that will sound unique, different, and again, you will have a unique sound signature that might just help your track to stand out. And this is it. I hope that with this video I helped you to understand how the plugin works. Off-grid is still in very early stage. It's just the 1.0 version. It's stable. I have tested it in multiple DAWs, and I have a topic in the KVR forum, which I will be paying attention in the following weeks to try to answer any doubts or questions people might have. Thank you for watching the video.